Hello everybody, I hope you're having a fabulous day, a fabulous night, whenever you're watching this video. So I am Kisha, the author of The Glamorous French Housewife. The link is below to my blog. And today I'm going to be sharing my 2013 favorites. And I couldn't just pick one from like each area. And this is beauty. I'm not going to be doing a household yearly favorites. Now normally what I do is post my monthly beauty favorites, like October beauty favorites of things I've been using in October and November, but for December I switch it up. I do the yearly favorites. I have a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to do that for household. I didn't save a lot of stuff for yearly favorites on household this year, but I will try to do that for next year. And being this is just makeup, I'm going to maybe do a skincare favorites for 2014, but I do know I think I'm going to do like a shower tub video that shows what we're all currently using in my house, in our tub, in our showers. And so I thought I would do one of those coming up, but this is going to be long, so I'm going to get right into it. So most of these products, 99%, are drugstore. That is a conscious effort because I am so tired of paying ridiculous prices for makeup. I understand paying a higher price for a foundation, but there's so many good finds in the drugstore that I really wanted to make an effort in 2013 to really use mostly drugstore makeup to save money. I mean, I have so much makeup as it is that it's hard to ration even buying drugstore makeup because I have so much. The stuff I normally buy are like refills, stuff I need to replace, but going out and actually just doing hauls like I did, and I did a ton of those in 2012 and 2013. I'm just not doing as many hauls anymore because I have so much. But I do have a lot of favorites that I used over 2013, and I'm going to start with primers. Now, I'm not somebody who uses, oh, and by the way, what I'm wearing today is the Revlon Age Defying Firming and Lifting Makeup in number 10 Bare Buff. It's not going to be in the favorites video, but that's what I'm wearing today, just in case you're wondering. And on my eyes, I have the Maybelline New York Stylish Smokes Quad in 14Q, and it's these beautiful silvery blue colors. So that's what I'm wearing now. But I don't use a lot of primer. I don't really find that I need it. My foundation usually stays on my skin pretty well. I have dry skin, so you can kind of get a vibe of some of the products I'm using. If you have oily skin, these products probably, or at least the foundations probably will not really work that well for you, but you never know, give them a shot if you want to. But I have dry skin. I very seldom have any kind of oil problems or excessive oil. I just don't deal with that. But sometimes I do want my makeup to stay on a little extra longer if we're going to be out that night. And what I have been loving is the L'Oreal Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Revitalift Miracle Blur Instant Skin Smoother. I got a cat hair on my nose. And this is pretty thick, and it doesn't take a lot. And the only places I really use it, I'll show you. It's like thick, see it? The only places I really use it is in the cheek area where I have larger pores. And it does seem to make my makeup last longer. It does seem to make my skin smoother. So I've really enjoyed that during 2013. This lasts me, I don't know, like at least 6 months, maybe 8. I'm not sure. A long time. Foundation-wise, so, you know, it's not easy trying to find a drugstore foundation, even though I really am loving this one. But there were some good foundations that came along in 2013. Now, this one came out a while ago, but this is the Revlon Color Stay for dry skin. This one is in number 150 Buff, and this is just one that I loved. I need to replace it. I don't have very much left, but this is just one of those that I will forever love. This isn't near as drying as the original formula, which isn't good for my skin, but it's still a great foundation. You can find it for oily skin, you can find it for dry. They have a ton of color options for you to pick from. It lasts a long time, and I will forever love this. Another one that I loved in 2013 is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Foundation. This one is in number, I don't know, it's on the lid. Well, N12 Soft Ivory, and this has an SPF of 20, and this just gives like a medium coverage, gives you a glow. It's not like overly dewy. It's just one of the prettiest foundations. You can build it up slightly. I don't build it up a lot. It just will look a mess, and you will look greasy if you just like pile it on. But I also love the Magic Lumi Primer, and normally how I use this, every once in a while if my skin is looking really dull, I will definitely use this all over before this foundation or any other foundation. But sometimes I just put a little bit on my finger and dab it right under the eye and up on the cheekbone. This gives a wonderful glow. These both were wonderful, wonderful products in 2013. Totally in love with these. Another one that I loved in 2013 that I still love from the drugstore is the Revlon Photo Ready. Looks great on camera. I always get complimented when wearing this makeup. This gives a medium coverage that you definitely can build up, but sometimes I like to mix it. I like to mix a little bit with the Revlon Color Stay, and I get the lasting power and a little more coverage with the, dewy effect that looks great on camera. So I love those two. Another one that hit me by surprise in 2013 was this foundation, and this is from the Drew Barrymore The Flower line, and this one's in LF4, and this is I don't know what shade, just LF4. I might have tore it, I don't know. And this is actually more of a lighter foundation, a little bit more on the dewy side, but it had such a pretty finish that I was totally shocked, and I will probably wear this more in the coming weeks. I just really liked it, and I thought it was a well-made foundation. You can only find this at Walmart though, but still, it's a great, great foundation if you're wanting something not so heavy. Now, it seemed in 2013 I could do all of my makeup, virtually all of my makeup, with stick products. And stick products are wonderful, from foundations in a stick to like chubby sticks, to concealers in a stick, lots of stuff. But the one that I really fell in love with foundation wise was the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation. Comes in a little tube. And like, that's all I have on that one left. I have used like 4 of these. These are so great to be able to toss in your purse, freshen up your makeup anywhere you need to go. I think that these are great for fast application when you're in a big hurry. I still buff it out with a brush, a Sigma brush, but yeah, this is a great one. This is an anti-shine makeup because it has the anti-shine core, and I have just used these up. I just think they're wonderful. I think this is like my 3rd or 4th one, so totally loving those. In terms of concealers at the drugstore, I have really loved all of the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealers and eye brighteners. This one is the Dark Spot Eraser, and it has that little sponge application, perfect to fit under the eyes. Feels amazing on, lasts for a long time. This entire line of concealers and brighteners is wonderful, and I love them. 2 more that I like a lot are the L'Oreal Magic Lumi. This is a wonderful one. I've replaced this a bazillion times. This is the concealer and corrector. I also love the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Primer and Brightener. So those are 2 that you can find at the drugstore. Again, the entire Maybelline Lumi line, perfect for anybody with any kind of dry skin or combination, because you definitely can powder it and it will look just fine on. If you're really oily, definitely will probably want something more matte, but these are wonderful products you can find at any drugstore. Love them. In terms of powders, most of mine are from the drugstore. So let's start with loose powders. I have 2 that I like. I love the L'Oreal Naturally Luminous Powder. It's a loose powder. Sometimes I just use it with my fingers and pat it on, which is a more natural way to get loose powder on your skin. This one has always been one of my favorites, but I can't find it much, is the L'Oreal Hydra Perfect Loose Powder. This is more dewy. It doesn't cake on. It feels really nice on. These are two of my favorite ones. But another contender for 2013 was the Nuisance Selma Hayek finishing powder. It's so finely molded. It's really nice. I just love this powder. It's super silky. Smells nice. Really like this. Have used this quite a bit. And, you know, I fell in love with a lot of Selma Hayek products, I think in 2012. And I still use her lip balm, the rose petal one. I still use her eye clean gel. And I also use this powder quite a bit. As for compact powders, the ones that I have totally been loving are the Age Rewind powders. These remind me of the MAC Studio finish powders. This one has the primer in it, which I like a lot. This one has no primer, it's just the pressed powder. This one's in Creamy Natural. Love these. And if you're looking for a good bronzer, I have a darker one. I don't remember the color. But it's for darker skin, and it's perfect for contouring. So, love those. Now, the Milani powders, the illuminating face powders, came out, I think, in 2013, and I totally fell in love with them. This one is the Hermosa Rose, which is a wonderful color. I contour with this one. It's a little bit darker. So pretty. I got a paper towel. This one here is in Amber Nectar. It's a little more peachy. Another beautiful color. Love that. And then this one I've used quite a lot. This is number 3, Beauty's Touch. And it's more pinky. And another powder from Milani. These are wonderful powders. They look so pretty on the skin. Don't pass them up. They are really, really nice. And another powder I used a lot was this Benefit Sugar Bomb. This was another one of my favorites in 2013. Love this. Such a pretty color. But most of the time, well, at least a good 60% of the time, I use a cream blush. I love cream blushes. Again, I have dry skin. I need to look more dewy than powdered. So in 2013, I know they didn't, I think they came out in 2012. I didn't like them as much in 2012, but after I really started using them, I really liked them. And that is the Maybelline Dream Bouncy Blush. Now, mine look kind of messy. This is number 40 in Pink Plum, but they're so soft and they blend like so easy. And they feel amazing on the skin. This one's super light, but can you see it? It's kind of hard. The light is changing outside. I'm getting around to this video kind of late. This one is in Candy Coral. Another beautiful color. And what I do is take my little brush, so you might see a brush hair in there. And again, these are so light and natural looking on the skin. And they're soft, they're creamy, love them. Now another one that I liked a lot, again, took me by surprise, was the Flower Cream Brush. This is Peach Blossom. And this is like a real cream blush. This is, if I can get it open. This is creamy, creamy, creamy. And see it? Look at that. Beautiful. So that was another one. Again, the Flower line, definitely better than expected. And I do believe that came out in 2013. More cream blushes that I love are these Revlon Photo Ready cream blushes. They come in little pots. Mine are probably a mess with brush hairs and everything else. These are so pretty. I'm trying to wipe it off a little bit. These are so pretty. They go on. They are really creamy too. This one's in Pinched, which is more peachy. I like this one also in Flushed. Look at that pink. And there's the peachy one. This is more natural for sure. But this one, again, bright pink. It doesn't take much to add some color to your cheeks. I'm doing that in the viewfinder. Not that easy. But so nice. And they blend like a dream. I have one more blush that is a cream, or two actually, maybe three. This is the L'Oreal Paris Cream Blush. This one I like because it is like a mousse formula, and it is definitely creamy. Look at that. Beautiful when you blend it in. It's so nice. I think this is a souffle or something. This is an 842 in Cherub. And these were really nice. I probably will get some more of those because I like it so much. I think I only have the one, but definitely like them for sure. Now, I had the Chanel bronzer, and I got it maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It's more of a drier formula, and I used it all, and some of it actually dried up on me, and it was super expensive, and I didn't want to buy it again. So I went on the search for a cream bronzer that I could find cheap, and I ended up with this e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing cream. This one is in St. Lucia. Now I dipped my kabuki in here, so it does look like a mess, but this is a really creamy formula, and again, you can build it up, you can definitely work it into the skin, and it blends so nice, and it does great on contouring. It has the blush right here next to it, so you can use that too. I also do have that in the powder version, which is right here, and this one is blushed and bronzed, number 91008. And it's still nice, but I love, love, love this e.l.f. contour cream and blush. Love these. They're so nice. Okay, is that it for blushes? I think so. Let's move on to eye primers. Now, I don't really need an eye primer. My makeup stays on. But I have found one that I fell in love with. And it is simply the Lorac Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. This is just a sample size, but you don't need much. This is lasted. And what I like about this, that, you know, they say it's colorless, but it's really not. Not for me. I have discoloration on my eyelids sometimes. And I have really thin skin. You can see the veins. When you put this on, just a drop of it, it totally camouflages everything, gives me a blank canvas to work on. That's why I like it more than no primer, is because it really does give me a blank canvas. It does make your colors more vibrant when you put it on top, and this is a great eye primer, probably one of the best. I like it better than the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, but this one is absolutely a 213 favorite. Oh, one more blush that I forgot to mention. This is more like a highlight. I definitely love the shimmer strips from Physicians Formula. There are so many of them out there. I just got the L'Oreal highlighter thing, which is exactly similar to this one. This one is a natural glow. Just some of the prettiest highlight colors ever. It's beautiful. And I love those. But back to eyes now. So along with the Lorac eye primer, I definitely love, 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 love the Lorac Pro palette right here. Look at those colors. I've shown this many times before, done a few tutorials with it. This has every color that you're going to need. I could definitely take this on a trip with me and have no problems doing any look I need with this. Love this set. I have used up light bronze, that one in the middle, more than any other color in the palette. So they're just beautiful colors. Now, everything else is either drugstore or Avon in terms of eyeshadow. I feel like I'm slumping. today. Sit up tall. Okay. Let me see. There I go. A little taller. I'm short. So everything else is like Avon and drugstore. Some of my favorite ones to use this month are the Almay Intense Eye Color. This is Bold Nudes. I believe this is for blue eyes. I don't know. Bold Nudes. These colors are so pretty. Oh my gosh, I've gotten complimented every time I've wore these, especially this highlight color. It's gorgeous. Dark brown's gorgeous. And this lighter brown. Look at those. Beautiful colors in that Almay quad. I love them. The other one I have in that same line is this one in... I don't have a clue. 422 Trios for blue. Has the gray, the dark blue, and the light pink for highlight. Again, wonderful palettes. Wonderful. Another one, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes, so bear with me. Another one that I used a lot in 2013 is the Revlon Color Stay palettes. I have quite a few of these, but I only brought one down. This one is in number 500 Addictive. This one is one of those quads that you can do anything with. Definite color for brows right here. This beautiful taupey color. This is a great crease color, and this is a wonderful highlight, and you could also use this one for liner. This is wonderful. I don't know how many times I can say it. There's even a little diagram if you need some help on the back. Those colors are fabulous. Again, another one that took me by storm was the flower one in Foxy Browns. Beautiful colors. I mean, look at that color payoff. They're soft, silky, and just amazing. If you can have the opportunity to go pick this palette up and like neutrals, I highly suggest it. You can find it at your local Walmart. It's just beautiful. I love that one. Too soft for eyebrows though. There's not a color in there that I would use on my brows because those kind of soft colors on your eyebrows, if you happen to touch them, they're going to go all over your face. Okay, more eyeshadows that I loved from the drugstore, and I have a whole bunch more of these. I grabbed 4 are the Maybelline Eye Studio colors. Again, these are creamy. This one is Green with Envy. I've used this a ton in 2013. And here is Violet. And here is Smoky Night. Look at these colors. Look at that. Aren't those beautiful? These again are creamy, highly pigmented colors that work so nice on my eyes. I totally love these. This one is Mad for Mauve. Look at that green. It's beautiful. Beautiful. And these work so nice. They blend, they stay on, they last. I have so many of these. You can find these at any drugstore. They work really good. Okay, also more eyeshadows. I'm just getting something to wipe some of these swatches off my hands. So I can add more swatches. More shadows from the drugstore. Now, I don't usually need a base of any kind unless I really, want to cover up those veins. But usually if I'm wearing eyeshadow, it's going to cover them up anyway. But I have been in love, I think since 2012, with the L'Oreal Color Tattoos. This one is in, I should know, Barely Branded. It's just a light off-white color. I have used so many of these different little pots up. They are wonderful bases. You can build up color with these. You can actually do all of your makeup with just these little pots, your eye makeup if you want to, but I think they make fabulous bases, kind of like the matte paint pots. Love them. Another one from 2012 that I absolutely loved, even in 2013, was these L'Oreal Infallible Shadows. They have like the little inserts. Look at that. These are really nice. I have every color from the collection. I mean every color. And I continue to use them. I'm not going to quit. They are super nice. Another one for 2013 that I totally loved was this L'Oreal Color Rich Cup of Joe There's some MAC dupes. This had a bone color in it. It fell out. I was done. I hit the pan. I need to get a new one of these, but I still use these colors. This is one of those quads, even though you don't see the bone color. This can be taken anywhere. You can do your brows with this color right down here, or one of these colors, especially if you have lighter blonde hair. This can make so many eye looks. It lasts forever on my eyes. It's one of my absolute favorites of all time. In 2013, I also bought all 3 of the Physicians Formula nude collection. So I have the classic nude, I have this one in warm nude, and this one in just nude. And I broke my Naked palette, and I didn't want to replace it. I did use it quite a bit, but there's so many other palettes. I know it gets tons of hype. I think it's beautiful, but I didn't want to spend the money. I did buy the Lorac later in 2013, like in November, maybe October, I'm not sure. But I went and got these in early 2013, and they are just some of the prettiest colors. Now, I love these. The only thing I don't like is you have to be careful to, use a small brush, especially if you don't want to mix colors. See how that dark one's right there next to that really light one? That's what I really don't like. But I still like the shadows well enough that they made it into 2015 favorites. I just wish that the selections were a little bit bigger, so my brushes could fit easily inside each color. So wonderful shadows. Definitely don't pass those up if you find a good sale. They come in really cute packaging. Nice, nice, nice. Now, in terms of mascara, very simple. There's so many great mascaras, but I loved using this, is it L'Oreal? Wow, I can't even read it. I think this is the L'Oreal Volume Million Lashes Excess. It's in the red and black tube. Has a synthetic spiky brush. Works great, layers on really good, builds up my lashes. Another one that I loved a lot was this Lash Out Butterfly. And this is another L'Oreal with a synthetic brush that wings out and helps your lashes wing out at the edges. So, love this. Works well. Another one. Again, Avon Mega FX Mascara, one of the best mascaras of 2013. This one has this very unique brush, like a paintbrush that you paint your lashes with. You can move it whichever way you need. This almost tight lines for you. It's that good. This one's in black. This is totally worth it. Go get this. It's going to give you amazing lashes. An oldie but goodie that I have used probably every year since college is the L'Oreal Voluminous, is it Full Definition? I've rubbed it off. It's so nice. It's got a more natural brush. I've talked about this many times. This is a wonderful mascara. It's in the gold tube. And this gives a very full effect. It makes my lashes look good. It's not clumpy. It's not crunchy. I just love this one. This one is probably one of my all-time favorites. Now, let's move on into eyeliners. Now, I have used a ton of pencil liners. The Avon ones are amazing. I've also used this L'Oreal Smoldering Effect pencil. Now, I went through 2 of these in 2013. This is my 3rd one. So that definitely shows that I love this pencil. It is a fatter pencil. You're not going to get a definite, really wonderful straight line with this one. This one is definitely more smudgy. That's why it's called Smoldering. But if I want something with a more defined look, I will use either this Maybelline Line Stiletto, which is a wonderful liquid eyeliner with a felt tip pen. Makes very nice lines. But I also recently, at the end of 2013, picked up this L'Oreal, the Infallible Black Buster Liquid Eyeliner. And this one is more like a pen. See that? So you can get a very fine line if you want, or you can go for a thicker line. And again, wonderful eyeliners. These do not smudge on me. They last forever, and I've just tried to wipe that off my hands, which is going to make a big mess, but hopefully being it's still wet, yay, it came off. Those are wonderful drugstore liners that you can find for a fraction of the price. They work really, really well, and they get really close to the lashes. This one has the Blackbuster, the infallible one. Is more like a marker. You can close your eye and get it on without any problems. You can make beautiful wings with either of these liners. For my eyebrows, now I have eyebrow powders. I have a couple eyebrow pencil. I use the Milani one. I have an Anastasia eyebrow pencil, but a lot of times I just use whatever neutral color dark is in the quad that I'm using. It's that one and that one, and even here I like the Espresso or the Sable for my brows, those two darker browns. And I mean, I just use whatever colors I have handy, whatever I reach for. But I will always reach for the Great Lash Clear. This is perfect for your lashes. It's perfect for your eyebrows. It holds them in place longer and always makes them look better, more natural. You can see the hairs at the front when you use it. Now, on to lips. I have a bazillion lip products. Actually, I have a few more eye products. I'm sorry. I used a lot of these stick type of eye pencils over the summer. And again, I said I could do all my makeup. There was one more mascara too. All my makeup with just these type of sticks, from foundation to bronzers to lipsticks, except mascara, of course. And I really have been liking the Revlon Color Stay ones. This one is in Volcanic. You got the dark color at one end, the light color at the other end. I love these Scandal Eyes by Rimmel as bases. Use them a ton. And I also like the Almay sticks. That's what I call them, stick eyeshadows. This one is in 020 for blue eyes. It's got a copper color and a darker brown color at one end. So these are wonderful. Oh, the other mascara I forgot to mention is the Smashbox Full Exposure. Now, I have a full one upstairs in my bedroom. This one came out of my makeup bag. Look at that brush. Again, more natural, huge, can really build up. I'm going to have a ton of mascara on. Build up the lashes with this mascara. It's one of the best mascaras of 2013. This is a wonderful one. The Smashbox Full Exposure Mascara. Now on to the lips. I think I'm ready. So there, I have a ton of lip products. There were so many good products that came out in 2013. I think a couple of these came out late 2012. But of course, the Revlon lip butters, amazing. Gives you just enough color without being too heavy. It's definitely moisturizing. This one in Fig Jam. Don't be scared of it. It's such a pretty color. It's more natural. Well, it's not a harsh color. I wore that a lot in fall of 2013. I wore a lot of this Juicy Papaya color in the summer. So pretty. Look at that. Here is another one. This one is in number 53, Sorbet, another one of my favorites. Look how bright that is. These just feel so nice on. They are just not heavy, and when they start to wear down, they leave just the slightest stain without leaving a line around your lips. This is number 47, Pink Lemonade. More of a softer color, but still extremely pretty. And this one here is in number 63, Vivid. And this is really bright. It's at the end. See it? Bright. But these are lovely, and everybody I know got addicted to these over 2013. They are just lovely, lovely, lovely lip stain dash bombs, and you know, when you find a good sale, pick some up. Another set of lip products that I loved was the Tarte Lip Surgeons. I think I only have 2 down here. I got the whole set of these, I don't remember when, but in 2013, and I love these. Again, the convenience of them being in stick form, being able to put on is so nice. I like the peppermint to them too. Love those. I also loved the Revlon Just Bitten Kissable, what do they call these? Balm stains. These are more natural colors. This one is in Precious, number 50. It's more of a nude color. I love that you can twist them up, twist them back down, and they fit perfect in your bag or in your purse. They're not too bulky. This one is in number 35, Charm. Such nice products. Another one that took me by storm in 2013 is the Sally Hansen Color Fast Tint and Moisture Bombs. Again, I love these little sticks, like the Clinique chubby sticks. These are nice. This one is Happy Berry, and I was shocked that the Sally Hansen ones was just as good as the Tarte Lip Surgeons and the Clinique chubby sticks. I gotta hurry, the sun is setting. I also love the NYC lip stains, the 16-hour one. So this one is in number 498, very long time. I love that these have a felt pen. I think they work really, they smell so good too. I think they work really well to give you a wonderful outline around your lips. Take the color all the way on your lips. Put on a gloss on top, and this stain will last forever. Love these. In terms of lip pencils, the main one I've used is the Revlon Color Stay in Nude. I've used this pencil forever. It's just one of my favorites, and I love it. Okay, on to, well, I still have lots of more lip products. Also, in 2013, the Maybelline Vivids came out. It is Maybelline, yes. And these are such beautiful colors. This one is number 900, Hot Plum. Holy moly, look at that. Beautiful. And then this one is another one that I love in Pink Pop, number 86 or 860. It's one of my real favorites right there. And this one is in Shocking Coral, another favorite of mine. Oh my gosh. And I recently got this one. I just thought I'd show it in Pink Grenier. And it's another Vivid. It's a limited edition. And that is a 2014 makeup though, but it's definitely bright. I also love this one. This is the Revlon Color Stay in number 110 Women's Wear. I have wore a lot of this, and this is such a pretty color. It does last. It stays on. Love it. I picked up over 2013 these Kate Moss Rimmel lipsticks. This one is in number 101, and this is absolutely one of my favorite lipsticks probably of all time. So pretty. Love this one a lot. This one's in 113. It's more of a neutral color. Love that a lot. I also can't pass up the Color Rich Bombs. This one is in number 113 Satin. The color was, or the, what is it? The Color Whispers. I love that, and that is by Maybelline. This is number 55. I think they were pretty much trying to just duplicate the lip butters. The lip butters are better, but I definitely love the Color Whispers too. And then in terms of glosses, I definitely loved the Maybelline, the Elixirs. These were so nice. They came out towards the end of 2013. They feel amazing on. They last. They taste good. And then I also fell in love with these Almay bombs. Color and Care bombs. So pretty. and I love them. So that is my 2013 favorites. I need to be wrapping this up because it's starting to get dark, the lighting is changing, and I know that I have went on forever. So if you're still here with me, thank you so much for watching. 2013 was great in terms of beauty products. I just did a 2014 haul that I'll put right here, and you can check that out if you're interested. I know 2014 is going to be great in terms of beauty products because things just keep getting better and better. But a big contender for 2013 was definitely the flower products. I was shocked at how much I liked them. So try those out if you would like to. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll be back very soon with another video, and happy 2014. Bye-bye.